Hello. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how it became Wednesday. Someone's ripping days off my calendar again without letting me know. Oh my goodness, the weirdness continues. Look, this is deception at its finest, what you're seeing behind me. I'm going to tell you what's really going on behind all this weirdness. That, yes, if you're feeling weird, I think I put it in the description. That's perfect because there's no other way to feel other than weird with these energies. First and foremost, welcome to our newest members of the Love Train. I did get a couple of messages from some of you. We have new subscribers in Toronto, Canada. Welcome to you. Also, Seattle, Washington in the US. And I think there's the third one, and I believe it was in the UK. So if you are new today, please let us know where you're from so you can get a proper Love Train welcome here. Let me spy on my chat here and see who came in here to join me and talk about weirdness. I see Christina. I see Manu. Alyssa is here. Hello, hello. Eastern Oregon in the house. Judy in Illinois. Hey, Judy. Good to see you here. Beautiful. Cheryl is here. Stacy, are we driving or are we stationary? I always have to ask. I have a knack for coming on to the live when you're driving. Donna is here. I love it. Listening from work in Michigan. Well, this will brighten your work day because we're going to ground. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Hello. Washington State is in the house. Awesome. Jessica. See, Jessica, divine timing worked in your favor today. I love it. Welcome. Hey, Jonathan. And Jessica's from Tucson. Awesome. Oh, we've got such the Arizona group, man, keeps growing. I love it. Kristen is in Virginia. So great. And Paige. Hey, Paige. Awesome. So, feeling weird. Yes, all of us. Okay, let me show you this. So this is the last, by the way, I haven't been in, I think I did an update on Monday because really this is kind of what we see, right? And we were in that, we're in this strange recalibration is what they give me. Recalibration, which really feels like the whole body is getting whitewashed. Lots of emotional body stuff is getting purged beyond. So that can feel like all of a sudden, oh, why am I crying? And it's like an overwhelming thing that just comes on, or you see something that normally you would just look at and just kind of like glance at it. And then all of a sudden you find yourself tearing up, right? So that's part of the emotional body is, so remember, timelines are collapsing that no longer serve us. And this purge has been super, super heavy. And it's not here, but it can't hide from us completely because I found it on the Shakalaka chart, which I'm going to show you next. But I wanted to get into too a lot of this. So for some of you, I have had just, I don't even want to call it fatigue. I'm just calling it sleeping like a bear. Now, I always sleep well. I sleep later than ever, which I know, and my guides were showing me this is when they're doing upgrades in the physical body because I'm not up, my melon's not involved, right? There's no noodle soup being made. So there is a tremendous amount of stuff going on behind the skin, let's say, for everybody, by the way. So if you are feeling the achiness that like, oh, why does my body feel weird or yucky? And definitely the fatigue. When you feel like taking a nap, take a nap. Please hydrate. Please hydrate. I did not forget about the water ritual. I had to wait till I had enough energy myself to properly do it because I have to do it for me first, right? You know how I roll. I got to feel it first and then I'll share it. But I do have all the components together thanks to Samantha Schultz, our Love Train sound healer, one of many Love Train sound healers. I've been working with her on that. And so that'll be ready though for sure in the next day or so. Because it's really important now too, that we recognize that our body is mostly water, and blessing and alchemizing your water in this very specific way is going to be super powerful. And it's designed to help you with integration. We're in a straight up integration now, right? Again, if you're holding on to some stuff, or you're still holding on to a situation that's not your best and highest good, it makes it bumpier, right? It makes it bumpier. So it's like, what can I let go of? You know, what's really not serving me? Let's see. I feel like a sloth. Yeah. They're so cute though, Alyssa. You know, look at, talk about an example of no stress living. Be a sloth. They just really don't care. I'm going over there and I don't care how long it takes. I love that. Awesome. Oh, we've got a couple of sloths today. So here we go. Shout out to the sloths. But see, here's what happens though. You know, and the guides are coming in, you guys. When we say stuff like this is a message to slow down. They really truly are getting us to slow down, because so these frequencies, think of it doing this with your, because it really is. It's doing this. It's like shaking us. This is like, this is so deceptive, because we're in a freaking blender. We're in a blender. Pick one. Cuisinart, the Vitamix, right? The Vitamix 1000, whatever, the thing that you can like shove a car tire in and it'll turn it into juice. That's what we feel like. Okay. So that's what's going on. So, you know, it's all, it's very important with all of that going on to find that center. Just find your center. And you can only do that by slowing down. Tap the brakes, take some breaths, and bring yourself right into the heart space. Even, and mind you, don't worry about if you can't stay there through the whole day, right? Because you're still being blended up, right? But just recognize if you feel really, really distorted and out of sorts, that you still can come to stillness. And you know, just for good measure, we're going to ground today, because we're all ready for that. And when we ground as a group, right? Everybody, no matter where you're at in your journey, it feels good for all, because we're combining our light for a nice base. But this can bring all kinds of crazy symptoms: the heat in the body, exhaustion. For some, it might be bringing on anxiety. Why am I anxious? For some too, you're starting to see some creative sparks, some intuition come forward. Don't doubt it. So you may be having some synchronicities, some telepathy coming through, because our gifts are getting upgraded. And those things can cause pressure in the noodle in the head too, as well. So this is a very physical integration we're in right now. And you can absolutely feel just bottomed out, weird. I don't know where time went today. I thought I had so much, and I was like, oh, I knew I wanted to do a live. All of a sudden my day was like gone. But you know me, I don't care what time it is. If I feel like going in, I'm going in. So here I am. All right, let me see who else. Oh yeah, Robin, weird sleep cycles. That is absolutely normal right now. Also, crazy dreams. And you know how I roll. Don't get into dream analysis, because it's a rabbit hole, and you don't want to bring, a lot of times it's a timeline collapsing that you didn't, it was a potential timeline collapsing, and you don't want to bring that into your now. Remember, all our powers in the now. Saturday when I taught the class, my guides brought this big piece in about staying present, and being present means you can't be worried about the past or the future, right? Because that can only happen in the noodle. So being fully in the body, calling yourself fully in the body, and all manifestation happens in the now. All action happens in the now. That's where our power is, right? And so what came to me is, I know nothing, but I now NOW everything. And so that's my new, yes, I am going to put that in my store on a coffee cup, 100%. It's gonna be in a coffee cup. I think it's gonna be like a wall plaque. I know nothing, and I now everything, because in the now, when you're present is how you receive guidance. When you're present is how you feel what your next move is, right? We're getting out of, this thing is not involved in decision making. This thing is, right? The heart. And there is Sean with hearts blowing up the chat. I love it. There you go. Have some hearts back. Let's see. All right, let me show you guys now. So I told you that this is really very deceptive. It would make a lovely scarf, but let me show you the shakalaka chart. And yes, I went into Canva because I thought it was appropriate. So I judged it up for us all. Let me see. Oh, they keep moving stuff here in Zoom. Okay. Where's my stuff, Zoom? Here we go. There we go. I made you guys a boom shakalaka. I love it. And let me move my melon out of the way. Look at this. Look at what is going on here. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to go through all the chakras because you could just see this. This looks like the Vitamix. This is what happens when you put a human in a Vitamix. This is what it reads on the graph. Okay. Bottom line here, green one. This is our root chakra, right? The densest. So this is the densest, which means, and what's in here? All the horrible things you ever thought about yourself. Identity, where you're not being authentic, where you're people pleasing, not good enough, worthiness, lack, I don't have enough, it's missing, all that is here. You can see what is going on there. I mean, just mountains and then purging. This is why we feel so weird and yucky, and why the physical body's like, what the heck? I'm just going to lay down and rest. This is insanity. Okay. And then we'll go to the red one. It's a little harder to see. That is your sacral chakra. Boom, right? This is the creative space, So for all the creativity you've been denying with a lie in the noodle, that's getting a little push, not a little push, a bigger one, but you can see it's not as dramatic as the root, because this means that we're probably as a collective holding more false identity, crap, for lack of a better. It's crap. I'm going to stick with that word. There's not a better word. Here we go. Remember, if it makes you feel like poo, it isn't true. This is how we discern. I made it super easy. Oh, this thought makes me feel like poo. Well, oh, that's probably because it's not true. So what am I thinking about myself? What belief system am I still holding on to that is, caca? Let it go. It's not true. You are perfection, love, and light. Nothing else. I know. It's so hard for us to grasp that, right? Because there's a lot of noodle soup that's been made over it, and we're still trying to make more, but less and less. Hopefully we're making less and less noodle soup. All right, look at this guy. This is your heart and solar plexus. All right. Hello. Look at this looks like a ride at what's that place called? I suck at amusement parks. There's Six Flags or whatever, right? This looks like a ride at Six Flags. Look at this. Up and down, up and down. This is the heart. The heart is increasingly deepening, healing and opening up. Now, they're bringing in, okay, now they're bringing in Lionsgate. Okay, so see, we have been interrupted by Archangel Gabriel with a message now about Lionsgate. Lionsgate's coming up. I do know this. So Lionsgate is August 8th, right? It is a massive portal. So the Lionsgate portal opens on July 26th, so in 3 days, right? And so the Lionsgate is an opportunity for deeper heart opening. And right, a lot of us had what we thought were wounded hearts, right? And then we put up those stinking fake walls around them. And so all of that is being healed, not just from this incarnation, from the beginning. Yep, that's a lot of heart healing going on. And remember, this shares a space with your solar plexus. line here on the chart, on the chakra chart, as I call it. So the solar plexus is your power center. So are you stepping into your power, or are you afraid of your power? Right. And so Lion's Gate is going to, first of all, the upper chakras are getting communication upgrades. So, which is probably going to mean, the melon, you're going to feel it in the melon all over, in the ears and the throat and all of that, because those are all the upper chakras. And when they gave me the image, though, there's also, chakras above, right? Because we're multidimensional. We're not just this thing. Those are getting an upgrade too. So as information on that comes in, right now I'm dealing with, what's our Who Man dealing with? That stuff is already in a beautiful place, in the celestial realm. So anything greater that happens there is right. It's icing on the cake. So here we're like, how do we get through July? And then what are we going to do for Lionsgate? I am planning something for Lionsgate, by the way. Okay, so but they wanted me to bring in the piece about the heart opening. So this is where there can be sadness and grief being purged from your heart, and you may not be able to tie it to an event. So it may just be, why do I feel so sad? This is all because look at what's going on there. And then, we had to save the best for last, because this is our top line here. This is the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra are in this top white line. Again, you see, look at these spikes, and then you see it drops way down, little spikes. So there's not been, you want to see a lot of rest. This can also, right, stir up this thing and all kinds of stuff. Just, it can be hard to get to center. And I'm going to say, I think I said this on Saturday, but I can't remember when I said it, because I don't even know what day it is half the time anymore. But I know I said this before. This particular sequence has been tougher on men physically. So which means there's some energy in the collective consciousness that men are healing that they were holding in their physical bodies. And so if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, what the heck, or I never get sick and now this is going on, it's definitely hitting some men harder than others. Now, here's the thing. If you're not getting it, it's okay too, because it's very individual. I share how I'm feeling, but your experience quite literally could be the exact opposite of mine, because it all has to do with what frequency your individual body was resonating at when this happens, when light comes in. And in this one, this is like a magnetic pull almost. It's like the magnetics are involved in this one. It's a very different, normally we feel like the energy is coming from above. This is almost like a magnetic thing or like reverse magnetics. There you go. They're giving it to me. It's like reverse magnetics. So somehow it's like sucking all the goo out. Go for it. Get it out of here. We're ready to have fun. We're ready to relax and feel better again. So that's what has been going on. And also, there is absolutely, I'm sensing light coming. I can almost I'm sensing the heat from it. So, and it makes sense, because what's happened is the universe loves a void. This is all dense energy, this entire thing, all this. Imagine that dense energy being pushed up to be alchemized by what? By the light. So we call in light to alchemize this, so that light is coming. Light is coming, and that always feels good, right? Because so the universe loves a void. When we purge that much density, we immediately fill it with light. Now, you don't have to wait to do that. You don't have to wait for me to say, hey, we're having light. Why? Because you're a powerful creator. You can call in your own light and boom, it's there. And we're going to do that today. I thought it'd be a great idea to do it today, because who doesn't love a little light bath when we're feeling all this, craziness? So yeah, definitely though, hydration, and then getting outside if you can to ground will absolutely help. Jessica, it's the rise of the, well, Jessica, it's balance coming back. So divine feminine and divine masculine was always meant to be balanced. And keep in mind, it's not gender, right? This is, we're talking about feminine energy and masculine energy. So it's just, we're getting balanced. Everything, right? Everything in nature, it's harmonious, they're telling me. I like that word better, right? Because we got into when we get into equality, it's separation, right? So it's easier to say everything is in balance, just like everything in nature is in balance. Night and day balances out. And so we're coming into harmony with the divine and masculine energies. And we all know that for a long time, because of survival, we were on that fight or flight survival, put everybody in a masculine energy, right? Didn't matter your gender. It was, oh no, if I need to take care of myself or else, right? And there's, I mean, many in this community who have witnessed that. So, but we're done that. We're done that now. We know we don't have to struggle. We just need to align with our highest timeline to be able to then go, okay, I got this. I got this. I'm starting to see it. Starting to see it. And some of you are, when we get into that calm space and just like take that breath. And even if the only thing you do is come in here and ground, that's pulling you back into alignment. And it's yummy. It's all yummy, but thank you for sharing that, because that is absolutely what is going on. So I love it. I love it. You guys are in the know. Let's see. Okay, someone said not getting enough sleep. Water and fruit, excellent, high vibrational. Fruit is very high vibrational. My guides were telling me like the more exotic the fruit, the higher the vibration. So I guess, but don't, I was like, well, I still love my apples and oranges and bananas. They're not rare. But I did find some golden kiwis, and I gotta say, I'm kind of addicted right now. And so hats off to the Dorado kiwis, they're called. Oh, are they good? Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Yeah, the breath is everything. And I'm glad you brought that, because I'm gonna show everybody a little thing that I've been doing recently to remember that, and it takes you out of the noodle. So when stuff's blowing up or you're feeling emotional, the breath is an instant way to get into alignment. So I'm going to talk everybody through that, and then we're going to do a quick but deep grounding together. How does that sound? So I know you love my boom shakalaka, but we don't need to see this because we've been feeling it. We're good with that. Let's go with some purple calm. Here we go. Oh, by the way, the focus group is tomorrow. Yes, I did not forget. Focus group is tomorrow. I will be sending out I'll put the post in right when I'm done here, and the post that goes in here on the YouTube channel, and the email will go out shortly thereafter. So you will get the email to register for focus group tomorrow. If you're new here, focus group is free. We meet every Thursday at 12 p.m. and it is just glorious love. It's just glorious love where we all get together, create a container, and my guides bring forward always an activation that's in the best and highest good of the Love Train community. And they do not fail us ever. It's always been so purposeful. Tomorrow's already came through. Whenever I get it a day ahead, I love it. And it's really, really yummy. It's, let me see, I believe they called it sovereignty and frequency leadership. Woohoo! Yes. So how do you get in? Okay, for focus group, I'm going to I'll post it when I'm done here. You can also go to my website. You can go to my website and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can subscribe there. You can also subscribe, and then you'll get the automatic notification every week, and you'll also get the replay of the recording and any activations that we do. Boom, boom. Let me see. let's see. Okay, I think we got everybody. All right, let's do this grounding. But yeah, so focus group. I hope I answered that question, but there'll be a post with a link, and all you do is you just, put your name and email address in there, and then you'll get the Zoom link from there. It's a Zoom meeting. Awesome. And no experience required. My website is thepositivityinfluencer with an R.com. Thepositivityinfluencer.com. It's also in the page description here. So awesome. And we will welcome you to focus group. Again, you don't need any prior, you don't have to have attended one before is what I was trying to say. You could just come in and listen, contribute if you want. It's completely optional. Camera on, camera off. Just bring your light and a smile and you're good to go. So I'm going to show you guys. And I love this. I got this from Eckhart Tolle, who I was obsessed with reading when I found out that one of my soul identities was being a parallel, which won't surprise anybody that I'm currently existing in other dimensions while I'm here. That can't be a shock to anybody, right? So anyway, he's got these amazing recommendations for being present. And for me, it is critical. If I'm not present, I feel completely out of sorts. So I am always looking for new things to bring myself in, and I change it up a lot because I try not to get stuck in any kind of routines, because then what happens? Then I'm not being present about my thing. So one of the things that I recently went back to was that when you focus just on the breath, and everybody can try this now, focus on just taking an inhale and put your entire focus. It's great if you close your eyes, it's better. And just focus on inhaling and feel your breath go into your body. I always intentionally breathe right into my heart. So I picture my breath coming in and going down into my heart space, and then exhale and seeing it out. Now, when we do meditations, obviously we're guiding the breath in other ways, right? We might be guiding it. When we do the grounding, we're going to guide it down to Gaia's heart. Gaia is earth, right? Her heart, center of the earth. I see that as a emerald crystalline core. Okay. For those who are visual and like a visual. All right. So practice that for a few times, closing your eyes and just take an inhale and really follow the path of your breath like an observer. When you are doing that, whenever you are following your breath like that and observing it, it is impossible for the noodle to launch. It's impossible. And so when you're doing that, you're already in alignment because you're in the present. You're in the present moment. So I do that, like when I first awaken, I do that. I follow my breath, and then I make sure I'm fully in my body and call myself fully into my body. If I feel like I've been, some days I'm waking up, I'm right present. I can tell I'm in my body. If you're not sure, right, call yourself in. There's sometimes where I feel like, woo, I went places last night. No idea, but I know I went places. And so then it can be, I just know to call myself in, go to that breath, find your breath and really follow it, like really imagine. And so on this, and then you can play with this now. We're going to do a beautiful grounding together. And when you inhale, so really feel we're inhaling light. We're inhaling light. We're going to bring it all the way to the solar plexus though. And then on the inhale, feel the light come to the top of the shoulders. Exhale. When we say send that light down, just picture it like gold light that's shooting down to the center of the earth. We might stay in Gaia's heart for a beat. Let your light stay there. Keep your focus there on that light. And then when we inhale, bring the light with your breath. It gives you something tangible to focus on. And then we'll come up to the heart space. So that can really, the breath piece is really, really helpful. And my guides have been bringing more and more in. Last week's activation in focus group had breath work embedded in it. So I think we'll be seeing more and more because it is such a great tool. Also, teaser ad, I just remembered, tomorrow, the fabulous Justine Rodney reached out to me and said, oh, can you ask your guides if there is a poem to go with the activation? And so I've asked, and so she will be sharing a act. So she holds the frequency of, she can bring you into the heart space. And so my soul sister is going to come in and help everybody go right into their heart. And that gift of hers, man, her voice carries a frequency that goes right into the heart. So she's going to help us out tomorrow with the activation by reading a poem for us. So it's going to be a really juicy, yummy, grounding one. We need it. Like, we're getting a break from the Vitamix. So, okay, let's breathe. So get your breath, see if you can relax a little bit, drop your shoulders, and we'll do this grounding. And then when you're ready, you can close your eyes. If you are driving, you can listen later. And then go ahead and take a slow inhale, following your breath. Breathe all the way into your solar plexus, and then feel it rise up to the top of your shoulders, pausing. And exhale down to Gaia's sacred heart. We're going to stay here in Gaia's heart. Inhale, expand the light. Exhale, merge your light with Gaia's heart. Nice. Inhale, bring the light up to your heart space. Pause here for a moment. Focus on your light. And exhale all the way back down to Gaia's heart. Inhale, bring your light up to your heart space. And notice if the front door to your heart is open. And see, sense, or feel. And then take a moment to notice if the back door to your sacred heart is open. And if you need to, take an inhale here and then gently guide it open. Exhale. Nice. Take an inhale. Exhale, light up all the cells in your body. They're happy to receive this light. Take an inhale, expand the light in your heart. Exhale, send your light to fill the room or space you're in. Inhale, come back into your heart space. And now we're going to repeat 3 times. Take an inhale. I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, relax. Take an inhale. I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, relax. And you should be feeling this light all the way down to your feet. Take one more inhale. I fill myself with pure love and light. Exhale, relax. Take an inhale now. Let's anchor this into Gaia. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. And then on the inhale, slowly come back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And gently open your eyes. So good. Oh, thank you for being here, Kay. Listen, I need this too. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's Twilight Zone is a perfect term for what we've been going through. And so these group groundings, I really love them. You just feel it so much. It gives it a good sense of, right, and just how do I get to center? And so when you feel like you're in the blender, just go, okay, wait a minute. How do I get to center? We always have that ability, no matter what kind of chaotic energy is going around, what kind of upgrades are going on in the body. we always have the ability to call ourselves into center and call in your own light, like we just did. It's interesting that on the first one, I could feel energy go into my feet. So it really, and it's that fast. You have command over your own light. You bring it just for you. So really, you guys are so good at grounding. You just feel the power of this group so much. You guys are amazing, amazing. Spacey, scrumptious. Oh, I love that word. Feeling the heat. Yes, there's definitely, yeah, there's heat in the energy field for sure. Oh, you're welcome, Tom. Thanks for being here. Oh, I love it. Jessica's her fan blowing the light everywhere. I love it. A light for everyone. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are feeling better. Yeah, me too. The grounding is just really feels good. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I love that Care. Care says grounded into earth and I can feel her joy. Yeah. She's radiating on pure joy now. Yeah. So good. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in here and shining your light. And again, warm welcome to our newest Love Train members. This community is amazing. Just it's such a great refuge, on this wild ride. It really is. And Ascension doesn't have to be serious. It's not a job that we can mess up. We can't mess it up. But it's just nice having like-minded souls to connect with, who are on the journey and in the same level of awareness, to understand what's really going on, and I do my best. There's some days where I'm like, I don't know what the heck is going on. But I always know everything is all in our best and highest good. That I do absolutely know and believe with all of my heart. So I am sending you guys big love. And I will be posting the focus group registration link immediately, and then those for the email, it'll go out in probably about 10 or 15 minutes. And hydrate after that beautiful grounding. I'll see most of you tomorrow in